what's the worst fan interaction you've ever had, or have you ever fanned out on someone too hard? Shouts out to K. I guess the worst fan interactions are when they feel entitled.
Entitled to your time.
Yeah. Like if they be like, you could just tell the way they approaching you and asking you like to take a picture or to do something. It's almost like they feel like you gotta do this.
Yeah, or like as a comedian, sometimes I'll get people that are like, yeah, that was a lot funnier than I thought it was gonna be. Or like,
oh yeah, just like the underhanded compliments type.
So
shit.
like you're funny, like dude, there's nothing worse than an insecure woman at a bar. You tell like it gets out you're a comedian and they just go, oh, so like you're funny, okay, like, and I'm like, really?
No, for me it'd always be like, or it could be like a friends or something, and then one of them would be like, I don't even know who you are like that. He knows, they'll just like, why you even got like I don't even know he's the one that's like what does it matter, man?
What does it matter?
You just had to tell me you ain't a fan. Like I ain't on the bullshit he on.
Have you ever geeked out though when meeting someone?
Oh yeah, I definitely, because I be drunk and shit.
Yeah.
So this was my drinking days, so I can't think offhand, but I'm pretty sure I've definitely made some motherfuckers like, he talking too much. I think I remember one time I was sharing a dressing room with Pusha T, and I was really super huge fan of the Clips, and I was just happy to be around Pusha T, and then we were having a conversation, but you can tell he wasn't really too intrigued by the conversation and just wanted to shut it down. But I didn't want it to end, so I just kept on just trying to talk. When a person just saying random nothing, just don't want it to be nothing. Just don't want it to be dead silent. So I was just saying anything I can just think of, just talking to him. I could just tell I was annoyed him. He eventually changed dressing rooms.
But dude, when you're in that drunk brain too, you're like, no, I'll get him back.
I don't even think I was even drunk this time. I'm pretty sure I was drinking, but yeah, he definitely switched dressing rooms. We all left out to go use the bathroom or something. I came back, all his shit was gone. I was like, damn, man.
Dude, that happened to me. I was lucky enough to do the Boston Garden with like a bunch of Boston comics like for this thing, and Patrice Bergeron, famous Boston Bruin, like grew up watching, was there, and he was like, hey man, great set. And I just looked at him and I went, I'm going to have 100 beers tonight. And he goes, okay.
Random awkward shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That was just like you just your brain just shut down.
Just shut down,
shit.
Dude. I just go like, what would he think would be cool? And I'm like, nah, this is a full-blown family, man.
So yeah, now when I kind of meet people, I just try not to embarrass myself. So the best thing to do is just be nice. I say like, if I really like want to know that person, I would say something. I would acknowledge that their existence is there and that I know who they are, and then I just kind of leave it at that.
It's just like a nice compliment, dude. All you gotta do is like be like, hey, it's like wonderful to meet you. Like I've been a fan for XYZ, and I don't know. Like sometimes like Shane Gillis and Bill Burr had like a coming home or not a coming home, a benefit concert for the LA Fires, and I was in the after party. Had no business being there, and I just see him. Shane, and I'm like nearby, and I just make eye contact with him, and and then I just went home. Yeah. I just got so nervous.
One time I actually did that with Pharrell one time. We were at a party, and Pharrell was there, and then I was just, I'm just super huge Pharrell fan, and then everybody started to kind of leave the party. But obviously, for real, he's going through a different entrance and exit than the rest of the patrons. Yeah. And for some reason, I just decided to follow where he was going. I didn't even know. Yeah. Like, for real, I didn't, like, it was just like, it wasn't a conscious thing. I kind of thought that everybody was going to the same exit or something. Right. But no, he started walking. I should have known that I'm not going in the right situation, because he started walking through like the restaurant, like the back kitchen area and shit. And I'm just following behind him. Like, then we get to the part where it's like this, one of those big ass elevators where you slam down the gate. Yeah. So I'm just standing there at the elevator with him. It was me, my manager, and my DJ. We just standing there, and they looking at me like, what are we doing? Like, are you going to say something to him? Or are we just standing here? And then I'm like, that's when I got it, like, we weren't supposed to be here. Or following them, and they looking at us like, what the fuck these niggas doing?
Dude, yeah. You got to pull one of these where you just, then you look, you check your phone.
I just played up like, my bad. And then I just turned around and we went.
You get in this car, you just go, Uber pool, right?
But that's what social media does to people. It make you feel like you know people, because he follows me. And I was like, he follows me with friends.
Bro, I know. Dude, plenty of fucking, they're just like, oh man.
All right, we're having some of these weird web videos.
But it's, dude, I will say, man, it is cool being nervous meeting people.
I mean,
that means you're still excited about stuff.
yeah, no, that's what I say. I want to still be like that. I want to still have that. I don't ever want to get fucking like so disoriented with fame and shit where I see people and I don't want to fucking be like.
But I
oh
think
my
it also
God.
means that like you're genuinely engaging with art. Mm-hmm. Like if you are really fucking into something that's like someone's doing creatively, and you can be like excited to be like, oh my God.
I think for me more so, I fan out more so for basketball players.
Oh, you eat hockey players, dude? Nonstop.
Yeah. I think more so than
Nonstop.
like other like actors or like people that's in the entertainment. I think it's more so like if I fucking see Ja Morant, I'm like, oh fuck, it's Ja. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking losing my mind type shit.
Was that the dream when you were a kid? You were just like, I gotta want to make it to the NBA. Oh, by the way,
I think every kid from the hood want to play sports and shit. But I remember being a kid since earliest fucking kindergarten, and we would say what we wanted to be when we grew up, and I always said a rapper.
Okay.
Like before kids were saying, I bet you now you go to a classroom, whole kids probably say YouTubers and rappers and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was saying football players and basketball players. To the point people used to laugh at me for saying that shit, like a rapper, what the fuck?
and you made it fucking happen.